are building the world's first ever 1,000 mile an hour car, going to the limit of modern technology. 2015, 800 miles an hour. 2016, 1,000 miles an hour. That is the Bloodhound goal, to inspire the next generation about the magic, the astonishment of science and technology.
Good afternoon, Andy. It's an absolute honour to be here with you today in deep East Bristol with this amazing car that sits behind us, the Bloodhound. Some amazing statistics about this car. It does a flying mile in just 3.6 seconds, has 135,000 horsepower, and the temperature of the rocket when performing is twice the heat of a volcano. Quite a car. So what's really prompted you to, as the world record holder already at 763 miles an hour, what's prompted you to want to go into with Bloodhound and take it forward again?
Traditional reason is, of course, that we've got competitors, and we have got, there's a couple of American teams talking about trying to break the record. One of them is already running, actually with a jet fighter with the wings cut off. Not the most sophisticated solution, but they've already got up to around 500 miles an hour, so there is competition. Slightly more sophisticated, there's an Australian who's halfway through building a rocket car. He's talking about getting up to the order of 1,000 miles an hour, so there's a lot of competition out there. But still, we hold the record. Nobody's actually come that close in the last 17 years. This is a lot of time, effort and money just to protect our own record. Actually, we've got a much, much bigger aim, because once this whole new race between the Americans, Australians and ourselves started up for the land speed record, one thing that became very, very clear is that the biggest challenge, not just facing the UK, but actually globally, is getting young people into science and engineering. As the world becomes more technically sophisticated, as we move or try to move to a high technology, low carbon, energy efficient world of the future, the people who are going to build and live in that world are at school right now. And we are not getting enough of them into sciences and into engineering to actually deliver even our own engineering industries, never mind all the things we'd like to create. So Bloodhound is a whole different idea. It is an engineering experiment, an adventure in science and technology shared with the whole world, particularly with every school in the UK, just to bring science and technology to life for that new generation.
But it's quite a gap between thrust at 763 miles an hour to Bloodhound at 1,000. So if thrust was good, how are you going to get from good to great, which is the theme of our conference today?
Yeah, great question. We chose the 1,000 miles an hour because that is pretty much the technical limit of where you can go with modern technology. In fact, that was our guess. We've actually had to develop some of that technology to do it. And I'll give you five specific areas, 5 Ps if you like. First of all, the purpose. It isn't just that land speed record, as we've already talked, it is about an education program for the next generation. It is a legacy which will last a generation and more, and an investment in our national capability. It's also the extraordinary performance, not just supersonic, which was exceptionally good in 1997. It has never been done by anybody else ever. But now we're going to something that is arguably beyond great, to the point of quite astonishing. 1,000 miles an hour. As you said, a mile in 3.6 seconds. With that performance, we need precision, and modern technology allows us extraordinary precision. The supercomputers nowadays, to model the aerodynamics, produce the most astonishing results, and we can model incredible detail. We know this car will work. So we've got the performance and the precision. There's also the profile, the first ever land speed record car in the digital age. So we are sharing this through a website, through new technology, YouTube. And when we run this car, there'll be 12 high definition cameras on board, 500 sensors. We are streaming live video and live data from the desert in South Africa to a global audience, which will be in the tens of millions by then. We are literally having the world's largest ever engineering experiment with the world's largest ever audience to engage that next generation.
Fantastic.
And wrap around those 4 points is perhaps the most important thing, which is to protect the car and to protect me. Primary safety is about not having an accident, and the precision and the performance of having the world's safest and best jet and rocket engines, the ability to actually get out to South Africa and spend 4 years hand preparing the best straight line racing surface in the world, allows us to deliver an unparalleled level of primary safety. So that protection, not just in case of an accident, protection from having an accident. The 5 Ps collectively have produced us the most extraordinary car, which, by anybody's definitions, has gone from good to great.
So you have such a defined and noble purpose to what you are doing with the car. How do you think that our guys can translate that into their lives and their businesses?
Yeah, great question. And actually, the same approach works exactly. The same 5 Ps. Whatever business you are, you need a purpose. You need to understand what your business is about and what you're trying to achieve. You actually need that performance. The more, the better. But actually work out what is your optimum performance and how to get it. You need the precision, you need the control, whether it's a regulated business where you actually need to stay within the rules, or simply the precision of managing your own team, workforce, finances, etc. It is about the control and the precision together with the performance. And that's great, but if nobody knows about it, it's pointless. So you need that profile, you need to sell yourselves. Driving here today, I saw a poster that said, you know, what does the world think of you? Go out and ask. Oh, that's rubbish, because you might get the wrong answer. What does the world think of you? Go out and tell them what they should be seeing and how good you are and how good your performance is. And then wrap around the other 4 Ps, that last one, your protection against the what-if moment. So protecting you from the business equivalent of some kind of accident. Don't prepare for the accident, prepare to avoid the accident. All of the same principles apply. And if you can do that, you can go from good to great in 5 very easy steps.
Thank you.